Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel Talks with Dee. My name remains Mrs. Daughter O2. Thank you so much for being with me on yet another episode. Thank you so much. And I really wish and hope that you are doing well and you're taking life easy. Taking life easy, one day at a time, in your hearts, overwhelming yourself with things that you cannot handle. Just do what you can, on a daily basis. Give it your best shot and then leave everything else in the hands of God. He's the one that magnifies our little efforts. So I encourage you, little you can do, you do it. And just don't overwhelm yourself with so much so you don't break down, okay? Because I'm interested in your well-being. So welcome back again. Thank you so much. So on today's episode, we want to examine a topic I titled The Importance of Affirmations in Relationships. So many things we overlook, so many things we downplay, so many things we don't take advantage of in our relationships that are tools, by which we can make our relationships better and happier. One of such is words of affirmation. Different people have different love languages, and they choose how they want love to be expressed to them. There are different, ways by which people can be touched. Like I said, different love languages. Some, their love language is words of affirmation. Some, they just want quality time with you. Some, it's about receiving of gifts. Some, acts of service. And some also physical touch. So on this episode, we just want to examine the first one I mentioned, words of affirmation. Now, somebody will ask me, what does it mean to affirm someone? To affirm someone simply means using right words that, improves the person's emotional, health, emotional well-being and encouragement. You are giving somebody words. You're saying words to somebody that helps the person's emotional well-being and also encourages the person to be the very best version of themselves. Words are powerful, like I've always said in the previous episode I did concerning the power of your words. There are some people, they come alive when right words are said to them. And there are some that you just deflate them when wrong words are said to them. So I think that there is no overdose of good words we can say to ourselves in relationships, be it the relationship between spouses, the relationship between friends, relatives, colleagues, whatever kind of relationship you find yourself. The place for words of affirmation cannot be overemphasized. It's a fuel that fuels the heart of the people you are involved in relationship with to know that they mean something to you. Now, words of affirmation actually still help us to improve our communication. When we affirm ourselves, it opens the channels of communication amongst us. It also improves, our way of expressing our deep appreciations. It helps us to express our deep appreciations and also our emotional connections, our intimate connections. It helps it. And then it also helps to build up our self-esteem. When you are saying right words to people in relationship with you, it helps in different ways you can't imagine. Now, when a man in a relationship with his wife says words of affirmation to her, or the woman says words of affirmation to her husband, it's simply telling the person that I am happy to be in this relationship with you. I am happy that I chose you. And there are things that you are doing with me that gives me joy. I'm happy to have you. You are important to me. So words of affirmation helps us to express ourselves, our inner feelings to one another in relationship. When I hear your words of affirmation, I hear your heart. And when I hear your heart, I respond to your heart. So you see, words of affirmations are not words that you just say on your lips. It's words that comes from your heart and that you voice out with your mouth. So you cannot give words of affirmation deceitfully. You cannot say what you don't mean. And I tell people, it's garbage in, garbage out. For you to have someone say words of affirmation to you, that means that you have impacted that person one way or the other. You cannot expect somebody to tell you how good you are, important you are to the person's life when you have not been that. So we also help one another to be able to affirm ourselves. Be good to yourself. Treat yourself right. So that when your spouse or someone in a relationship with you wants to affirm you, the person is not pretending about it. Because as we go down, you will see that one attribute, one sign, one thing, one quality of words of affirmation is that it has to be authentic and it has to be real. For words of affirmation to be truly words of affirmation, it has to be authentic, it has to be real. You don't just say it because you want to say something. You are saying it because that is how you feel. Words of affirmation to me is like exposing your heart to the person in relationship with you. To say, this is how I feel about you. This is how you make me feel. So let me say it to your hearing. I don't want to hurt that feeling. And then words of affirmation actually is supposed to be very generously given. When you are speaking about the goodness of someone, there's no limit to what you can say because your heart is what is involved, you see. So one of the ways to know, to ascertain the fact that it's pure, it's real, is that it has to be authentic. It has to come from your heart. That's one of the attributes. One of the attributes of words of affirmation is that it has to be real. It has to be original. It has to be authentic. And another thing is that it has to be empathetic. It has to be in a way that you are feeling the way the other person is feeling. You have understanding of how the other person is feeling. So you know how to say the words. You see someone struggling with some things and the person is just doing so much. You are empathetic. And so when you are affirming that person, say, I can see your struggle, but I can also see your strength. And you are not doing badly. You are being empathetic with your words of affirmation. And then you have to give it with deep appreciation. When you are giving words of affirmation to anyone in relationship with you, it has to come with deep appreciation. You are appreciating the person so deeply that the person can feel it. When someone is genuinely speaking to you from his or her heart, you feel it. That's what it is. So that's one of the qualities of words of affirmation. It comes with deep appreciation. You are appreciating the person in relationship with you deeply, so much that the person feels the impact of your appreciation. And then another thing too is that words of affirmation should be specific. You have to be specific about the way the person makes you feel. The person in relationship with you, the way the person makes you feel, you have to be specific about it. I like the way you make me feel. I like the way you talk to me. I like the way you encourage me. I like the fact that you always see the best in me. I like the fact that you have always pushed me forward, even when I don't want to go forward myself. I'm grateful to have you. You have been a pillar of support to me. You have been such a blessing in my life. You are specific about what the person is doing with you. Is it not so? That's one of the qualities and the attributes of words of affirmation when it is truly, truly words of affirmation. And then don't be tired of saying, I love you. I love you should be said a lot in our relationships. Every opportunity you have, tell your spouse that you love that person or the person in relationship with you. It must not be a romantic relationship before you say, I love you. Someone that is dear to your heart, after a phone call, you should be able to say, I love you. And the person reciprocates to say, I love you too. Okay? So say, I love you a lot. Say, I love you a lot. And then cultivate the habit of writing letters, love letters. Some of us are shy. We don't want to talk, we can't look at our spouse or the people in relationship with us and just keep saying, I do this, you make me feel. You feel like having the privacy of writing it. Go ahead and write it. You can buy a card and write sweet words in the card and let the person have the card and hear your voice and hear your heart through the writings. Okay? You can also post all these sticker notes. Cultivate the habit of having these sticker notes. You can write what you feel, post it in strategic locations in the house, different places where the person in relationship with you will see randomly, and then you just write the word, oh, you are like sunshine to me. Oh, you give me so much strength. I love the way you look this morning. Sweet things like that. You just make the person's day beautiful. Okay? So it's very important for you to do that. And then, give the person a shout out in the presence of other people. When you see someone that has touched you can be anyone in relationship with you. Appreciate the person in the presence of other people and say, this person means a lot to me. Please let the person know that the person means a lot to me and the person has been a blessing to my life. Give a shout out to the person you are affirming, even in the presence of other people. You can do that. Yes, you can. And also, see the strength in people. Point out the strength in people and tell them, this is what I know you to be. You are this, you are that. And I'm proud to be associated with you. These things, as little as it looks, makes relationships to be very restful, peaceful, and happy. And then, when you are receiving words of affirmation, you that is receiving it, please, can you respond with gratitude? Can you respond to say, thank you? Can you respond to say, wow, is this what I mean to you? I'm so grateful to you. Your kind words have touched my heart. So you respond. So I believe that words of affirmation is reciprocal. When I affirm you, I touch you in a way that you will also say something to me. To say, wow, you've also been a blessing. My goodness. Is that what you think I am to you? I'm so happy that I have made an impact in your life. You have also made an impact in my life. And then you see, it's reciprocal. Before you know, the person you are affirming is affirming you back. So it's very important that in our relationships, we find time to affirm ourselves. And I believe that when we cultivate the habit of affirming ourselves with right words, what it does is that it gives your heart so much sweetness that you don't see the shortcomings of each other. Yes, the Bible says that love covereth multitude of sin. So if I'm affirming you, it means I'm falling in love with you on a daily basis. Our connection is getting stronger on a daily basis. I am affirming the fact that I am happy to be in this relationship with you. You are important to me. You mean a lot to me. I can't be feeling that way and then a little slip from you gets me upset. It's not possible. So when we cultivate the habit, the attitude of affirming one another, what it does for us is that it fills our heart with so much love that we don't see our wrongs. So it's important. If you do that on a daily basis, spontaneously, don't wait for special occasions to affirm people. Listen, if you want to be affirmed rightly, do right things now. You have to fuel that affirmation from people. It's someone's birthday and everybody wants to be told you are good, you are nice. Have you been good and nice through the year? Before you got to your birthday, have you really been good and nice? Because if you are intentional about how you live your life, you will be able to, fill people's hearts with goodwill that they will be able to affirm you words that will make you feel good. Because what words of affirmation does is that it fuels us to be better. Now, like I said earlier, people have different love languages. So if you're in a relationship with someone whose love language is words of affirmation, please know that that person is sensitive. Know that that person is very sensitive with words. And know that that person trusts words more than actions. So for such a person, be careful on how you use your words. Don't be insultive. Don't be critical. Don't create any chaos around that person. Because as soon as that person doubts you, no matter what you say does not affect that person positively. So if you have a spouse or anyone in relationship with you whose love language is words of affirmation, my advice is be careful with how you use your words. You may not like a particular thing, please construct it properly. Because that person is used to words of affirmation. Oh, baby, wow, you did well. Next time I think we can do it the other way around. I think let's try it that way. It will come out better. But man, you did so well. I'm so proud of you. You have corrected something, yet in a very unique and mild way. So if you're in relationship with people whose love language is words of affirmation, please know that you don't have to be critical. Don't cause any emotional abuse. Don't use hateful words. No matter the provocation, be careful the words you use because they don't forget words. They build on words. It's words spoken. These words of affirmation that fuels your tank. You know how you go to a filling station to fuel your tank? Such people, what fuels your tank? Your emotional tank, your psychological tank, your whatever tank, even intimacy tank. are words of affirmation. So you cannot joke with words around such people. Okay? So it's very important that we do that. Before I stop this video, because it's quite short and straight to the point, please note that except your words of affirmation is genuine, it cannot be felt. Because you see, it's coming from your heart, and your heart speaks to the heart of the person you are affirming. So you have to be authentic. You don't mouth it. You don't say, let me just say something sweet so that you will be happy, or so that you will be happy, or so that they will be happy. No. You have to mean what you are saying. Because it has to be genuine. It is coming from the heart, and it's the other heart that is receiving it. So it has to be authentic. It has to be genuine. It has to be real. And it has to be empathetic. The person will feel that, oh, you feel the way I feel. Oh, you understand what I'm going through. Oh, I'm not alone in this. I thought I was all by myself. Thank you for knowing what I'm going through and coming through for me with these words of encouragement. Because words of affirmation actually encourages. And then it has to be appreciative. Because the end result of words of affirmation is that you are appreciating the other person. You are grateful for the other person. A man says to his wife, I'm so happy to have you as my wife. You have been such a blessing. I love the way you love me. I love the way you make sacrifices for this home. I love your availability. Oh, you are so dependable. I'm proud to be called your husband. The woman says to the man, oh, I love you. You are such a man of integrity. You are a man that gives me pride in the midst of my fellow women because you stand out. You're a man of your words. Thank you for all that you do for this family. Thank you for being so generous to me and the kids. I'm so grateful. I'm so proud to be called your wife. It's an amazing feeling just to know that I'm married to you. These are beautiful words. These are beautiful words. And the person is struggling with something, and you say to your husband, for example, say, I know you can do it. This is not beyond you. Just take a deep breath. You'll be okay. Come on, I'm with you. You're not alone. You share the person on, because words of affirmation is actually sharing the other person on to say, you are not alone, I'm with you, and I know you. I see you. You know, when you are affirming somebody, it means that you are seeing the person. You are taking note of the person. You are acknowledging the person. Because some people don't affirm. How can you not just affirm people? Somebody is looking nice, you are not saying. Somebody is doing right, you are not saying. Now, when you don't affirm people, you wait to see the fault of the people to point it out. What kind of life is that? Does it make anybody feel better that all you see is my fault? All you see is what I don't do right. There is nothing I do right. There is nothing you have taken note of that I have done right, that is worthy of being acknowledged. Because what words of affirmation is saying is that I acknowledge you, I see you, I recognize you, and I appreciate what you are doing. Don't think I don't notice. So many homes are broken down because the couples cannot affirm themselves. The woman is struggling just to say, thank you, my wife. I'm grateful for the sacrifice you are making for this home. The man will not say it. The same thing, the woman. She will not affirm to say, my husband, I see you. I see how you struggle to make ends meet in this house. God will help you. God will bless you. I'm proud of you. She will not say it. It will be like, hey, it's your duty to do what you are doing. Why should I affirm? Just simple words of affirmation can rejig any relationship, make it better, and make it sweeter. So cultivate the habit of affirming yourselves. Husband and wife, affirm yourselves. Friends, affirm yourselves. Relatives, affirm yourselves. Everyone that you're in relationship with, cultivate the habit of affirming those people, because they need to hear those words to know that they mean something to you. Do you know that someone will just be rest assured in this life knowing that the person means something to just one person? Just one person. You don't need more than one person sometimes, you see, to feel good. So don't hold back. Be generous with your words of affirmation. Don't hold it. As you feel it spontaneously, pick up the phone and just give a dial and say, I just called to say I love you. I just called to let you know what you mean to me. I've done that several times. And the person on the other line will be crying. You are making me to cry. And me too, I'm crying. Because it's flowing from the heart. Don't wait until people's birthdays and anniversaries for you to come and give long speeches. No! Before then, affirm those people in relationship with you. The tiny, tiny things that they do to make your life sweet and better. Please, can you tell them so they know? Don't say it will get into the eye. Who told you that? Who told you that? Everything that you say to somebody that is positive increases the person one way or the other. It's true. Any positive words build up. So will you hold your positive words to say, the person will feel big-headed? No, you don't do that. Say the words. and let the words play their role. Because the words that you speak, they are spirit and they are life. So that's all I have for us on this episode. Hoping and believing that we'll be more, conscious of our words. Cultivate the attitude of speaking words of affirmation to people in relationship with us, so they know how we feel about them and how they make us feel, and then God will bless us and God will honor us. So until I come your way again on another episode, this is me, Dee, saying thank you for being with me, and God bless us. And please remember, like this video, share it, and subscribe to this channel. Let's continue to spread the word and be a blessing. All right. God bless you. Thank you so much. Bye. See you next time. Bye.